Today we are back with another community member gameplay review where we break down gameplay that was submitted by a member of the community. Gameplay that probably looks a little bit more like yours. Now today we're breaking down gameplay here from Game Boy Color, who plays on console and puts together a really good all-around game here on Rebirth Island. So throughout this, guys, we're going to be paying attention to the four main things. If you are subscribed, we always talk about this: aim, movement, positioning, and gameplay strategy. What does he do well? What areas does he still need to improve upon? Immediately, the first thing I notice here, really good basic movement, good shots. Okay, so basic movement, being strafing while shooting, makes you a harder target to hit. Good job right there to win that gunfight. Obviously, landing here at control, we know that this is all out chaos. And more importantly, guys, after that kill, when we see minimap, it just confirms that we probably have two teams here, right? 8 other enemies potentially here, plus this guy across the street. Like, we know early game at this moment, loadout is going to be a little bit tough to get. What is not going to be tough to get? Kills. So our goal here is just to walk out of here with as many kills as possible, even if that means we do end up dying at the end. That's totally okay. Getting off to a good start early game with kills, but not getting loadout and then dying, I mean, that's an okay trade-off as long as we figure out what our next move is from there. But let's see how this kind of plays out. His shots look really, really good. We see it right here, guys. Kind of turns the corner, high damage areas, chest shots. That's one of the biggest areas a lot of you guys struggle, is you are getting better at hitting shots, but you're not consistently mixing in those chest shots, neck shots, and head shots that give you the faster TTK. Don't be too over aggressive here. In that situation, guys, bait the enemy. Okay, so this is just something that you can do, because in this moment, right, I want you to think about you being in this position. You just downed this enemy right here. What is your thought process? I want to get the kill. I want to get the kill. I want to get the kill. So we can use that against enemies, right? So instead of him pushing out here, right, and going and challenging, which would be okay, I'm just going to wait here. And I'm just going to wait here because I'm anticipating that he pushes the corner. Now, if he doesn't push this corner right here, then we know we're okay to revive. But we can kind of bait enemies and kind of use the fact that they play predictable against them to get more kills.
Bro, somebody come save me down there, man.
Yep, go ahead and revive. Yep, you got plenty of time to revive there. Don't rush, even if your teammate's yelling at you. See what he does from here. Biggest thing I noticed on minimap, one guy kind of across down below over this direction, and we got one guy up top here, but we still know that there's a ton of people around. When there's a ton of people around in buildings, guys, all that means is that around every single corner, I am anticipating. So when I kind of turn this corner here, I've got to be ready for an enemy, right? If I turn this corner here, this way to go left, or sorry, go right, I've got to be ready for an enemy. If I keep working through, I've got to be ready for enemies here. So just when we know that there's this many people, it's really just about perfect right there. It's that slide cancel timing, okay? And this is the #1 tip that I can give you for better centering and anticipation. Just time your slide cancel, boom. He timed it perfect, right? His crosshairs are out. He's ready to shoot. And all he did there was slide cancel around that corner. And he's ready for an enemy who's sitting in this way right here. He does it again. Boom, slide cancel timing. Notice he's a little bit off here, but that's totally okay because he can easily make that adjustment if he needs to. Real quick, by the way, guys, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth or Area 99, as I say in every single video, give me 30 days. My whole goal is just to help you become a better player. Give me 30 days. Watch my videos. Subscribe down below. I promise you, you're going to have a better PR, you're going to increase your KD. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Just check the comments at all the people who already have. Oh, no. He actually did a really good job here of hip firing, okay? And this is just a little bit unfortunate. This is an unfortunate situation, but in this super close quarters, guys, we just hip fire as much as possible. And that guy just tracked him a little bit better. The one thing I would say is especially when you are within this 2-meter range, 3-meter range right here, and it's an awkward situation, resist the urge to aim down sight. Just resist that urge. It's one of the hardest things to do because that's the natural instinct, is you want to aim down sight. Resist that as much as possible and just commit to the hip fire, right? It's going to be really hard to track because when we aim down sight, our ADS sensitivity multiplier kicks in. So resist that urge as much as possible. Just try to track that enemy with hip fire. That's totally okay here, guys. We're at 3 kills, right? Still plenty of teams left. And more importantly, first circle has not even started closing yet. 4 kills in the first circle equals 20 kill pacing. Okay, for both Area 99 and Rebirth Island. 4 kills in the first circle means you're on 20 kill pacing. Now, if you are new here, when I say 4 kills in the first circle, that doesn't mean obsess over it. That doesn't mean see 4 kills and be like, I'm going to drop a 20 kill game. No, guys, it just means recognize that you're on good pace. We got to basically just regain here a little bit, be strategic, then start to get back into a flow and get back into momentum, or back with momentum. Let's see what they do from here. Is that guy AFK? His pink teammate? So there is a team here that we got to worry about. That's fine. Again, Stronghold is another one. Can be hot. We can potentially get loadout here, but my guess is this other team has already fully looted this. Get out, get out, get out. By the way, look at his shots right here, guys. Aim is the most important thing. I always leave for you at the end of the video my how to practice video. Yeah, you can see just those high damage areas. It gives him a faster TTK. This guy has less of an opportunity to shoot back and do damage, which means he only takes half a plate of damage in this situation, which means when enemy number 2 is pushing behind him and he gets shot, okay, now we have a little bit more of an opportunity to finesse here. Uh-oh. Windows. Windows are brutal. Maybe one day. Window jumping is all about timing and angles, guys. There really is an art to jumping through windows. He's down a plate here, so he's got to find a way to make up that 50 health. We do have enough for loadout here. I would love to. By the way, he is at 4 kills, so he's on that. And if we can get 1 or 2 more here, we're in a great position. Nice. Second enemy behind. Another one flying back in. Maybe there's 2 in there. There might be 2 in there that you got to be careful of. No, there are 2 in there. I knew it. He's just a little over aggressive here. Kind of gets caught in a little bit of a bad spot. Yeah, a little bit of COD timing. That's unfortunate right there. You know, he obviously had the information that it was 2. When you start talking about fighting multiple enemies, we got to find a way to play a little bit of positioning there. Kind of catch that first enemy. Instead of him pushing around left here, right? Instead of him pushing this way and kind of putting himself in this tough spot, hindsight being 20/20, he probably should have just played from this angle right here. Or maybe even if we were to really break this down even further, if he wanted to challenge here with his SMGs, maybe even play this flower bed right here, or this little thing in the middle, because it gives him a little bit of cover. And he can play this angle right here where he could potentially see both enemies pushing. Because there was one guy right here and one guy further back here, both kind of pushing this direction, right? So this angle right here would have given him a good opportunity to potentially get that first down, right? If he downs this guy right here, then he can immediately challenge enemy number 2, right? So that's the whole thing with solo duos or fighting outnumbered, is trying to get those clean kills and not get caught off guard like he did right there. But what are we at here? What are we at? I don't think we're off to a bad start. We're at 5 kills. So 5 and 2, right? 2.5 KD overall. You know, when we're tracking it that way, that's not a bad place to be. We just need to get momentum here. You know, right now we don't have loadout down. We've been able to get some kills early, but let's go ahead and see if we can get loadout in some capacity. People over to the right side, we see clearly on radar right here, and he's got an aim. So I'm kind of thinking about, oh, one down below. That guy cannot take that full kill. Okay. See what he does from here. So, guys, when we talk about this situation, this is something that I like the fact that he's thinking about the next enemy, right? A lot of you guys get caught where you're so hyper-focused on 1 kill that you completely ignore enemy number 2, who ends up being the one to kill you. But in this situation, we actually see enemy number 2 kind of jump through the window, right? Now, there's 2 thoughts that I have here. So where is this? Am I like missing the timing of this? So enemy number 2 jumps through the window right here. Okay. So there's 2 thoughts that I have. Number 1 is, hey, he's going to try to push up the stairs and challenge me. That's a predictable play. So what am I going to do? I'm going to anticipate him to do that. But take this guy out of the fight. Why? Because we're going to take away his ability to self-revive, right? We're going to give ourselves the kill. Okay, so we're going to go to 6 here. And more importantly, it's going to tell us exactly what his teammate's doing. That's the biggest thing. So right now in this moment, what we're expecting here and what we're anticipating is that he's going to push up the stairs. I like the fact that he's thinking about that. But if we were to go one step further and say, hey, just take that first guy out of the fight, then you're going to know exactly what that second enemy is doing, and you can challenge that with more confidence. We're guessing right here, right? We're anticipating. Good. But instead of that, take the extra half second to get the kill, reload, use those mini-map pings to your advantage, and then from there, you don't have to kind of push through here thinking about what exactly he's going to be doing. Guys, and I do apologize. I am sick today. Man, it's just, something's going around. I got the sore throat. I got the stuffy nose, but we're going to fight through here for you guys and make sure that this video is a banger. 7 kills. Biggest thing I notice here is $12,500. So they don't quite have enough for loadout, but I might be tempted to, he's actually going to go information here. He's actually going to go information.
Are you kidding me?
Take a little sip of coffee. That should help.
Get him.
Inside again.
I would like to see them prioritize loadout a little bit more instead of relying on them as a squad. Instead of good hip fire right there to get that first shot off. You know, I would like to see them, and you as well, prioritize loadout a little bit more. I know the KSV feels good. I know the aims feels good, but let's get our perks. Even in this moment where we have a little bit of a window. Good I mean, he's just, his shots look really good. He's reacting really well. He's executing turnaround. Little bit of strafing. If I were to really slow this down, guys, this is where, you know, when we talk about strafing, it doesn't take much, right? So just a little bit of strafe to the right there. Obviously is able to un-ADS and then re-ADS. Hits all high damage areas. He did take a good amount of damage in that fight, but he's able to piece everything together to win that. And the biggest thing with strafing is, of course, you take a little bit less damage because you're a harder target to hit. And controller players, it does increase your rotational aim assist, making it easier for you to hit shots, have a faster TTK. You piece that all together, we are able to get more kills. By the way, when we talk about 20 kill pacing, 4 kills in the first, 4 kills in the second. Okay, so 4 in the first, 4 in the second puts us on 20 kill pacing. And then we go 6 in the third and 6 in endgame. Now, in this moment right here, with him already being at 9, we're just looking to cut into this deficit as much as possible because this right here, in my opinion, is the toughest. 6 in the third is the toughest because you really got to act with momentum. You know, if you die in third circle, it's going to be really hard to get 6 because you got to regain super quick. Circle tends to be a little bit quicker, or circle is quicker in that third circle. The circle in general is not as long. So the more we can kind of break into that 6 kills in the third, the better off we're going to be. Did he miss the fact that there were 3? He might have. Challenge around the corner. Not there. Oh, wow. That guy made a good move getting in the truck. But he just needed, his enemy just needed to push right there. And now we're starting to really push into this. Hey, we're mid-20s here, right? We know we have really good momentum. And when you guys see this, when you guys get to this point where, hey, we're at 12 kills in second circle with 7 teams, this is where we start to focus on that momentum component. Momentum is this, okay? Momentum is this. First up is going to be loadout, okay? Loadout is going to be crucial, and we're always going to prioritize that, even when we're talking about regaining. Then from there, we go kill, okay? So we get that kill. Information, kill, whatever it may be. Then we go minimap pings, okay? So kill gives us minimap pings, at which point we go kill, okay? At which point we go cash flow, right? Because now all of a sudden we've looted both of these bodies here. We have good cash. So then we go UAV, right? Or portable radar, at which point we go kill, right? At which point we go minimap pings, at which point we go kill again. And now all of a sudden we're in this little circle or square right here where we're just constantly flowing through this way. And we're just going and going and going. That is the momentum that a lot of you guys struggle with, okay? Acting on that next piece of information, getting more kills, stringing together kills, collecting the cash, popping a UAV, getting your next fight, getting that kill, stringing together kills, picking up the cash, getting a UAV, finding your next fight. That is the momentum that a lot of you guys struggle to piece together, and that's where we really start to drop those high kill games. Good shots there with the PP919. I love the PP919. It's just so easy to use. Don't over challenge there. he over-challenged that and got really lucky. When we look at minimap here, guys, right, it is very clear that it, at least to me, and it was to me the first time I saw this, that he's pushing on the outside of this building. So when you turn this corner, you cannot be mid-reload. Okay, and a lot of you guys do this as well where you're mid-plate, right? Where you're replating or something and you kind of turn this corner too early. Don't turn this corner too early. When you turn this corner, you need to fly around this corner with that slide cancel timing and be ready to challenge. Really good job of not taking any damage in that gunfight. Quick reload here. When we turn this corner here, we need to be done with the reload. We need to fly around here. We need to anticipate that he's here. Get that first shot off. He gets really, really lucky here. I mean, that is just ridiculous that he can hit those shots. A lot of people are going to call sus. That is just, I mean, that's just how the game is with hip firing and stuff. He's on console, so let's see what we got here. 15 kills. Starting, he's got 23 Gs. Go spend it. Go push up top. Yep, go challenge that guy. That guy was on radar with weapon pings. When it comes to information, guys, weapon pings are one of the biggest things that a lot of you need to recognize. Just be careful challenging this too early. Keep your element of surprise. He doesn't know that you're here, right? Kind of work this wall a little bit. Work up a little bit closer. See if you can get to a better spot to challenge this guy. Because if this guy gets away, then you don't get those mini-map pings. Then you can't string together kills. Then you don't get the cash flow. Then you don't get the UAV. Then you don't get the kill, which allows you to string. So you see where this first down is so important. That happens with a lot of you guys where you kind of shoot too early. You're not able to get that first kill. And that's going to really kill your momentum. Watch behind you, top of Big Living here. And he's done all this without a UAV. This is just kind of figuring out what his next move is. He's definitely doing a good job of taking the information from the minimap pings and kind of acting on it, but would like it to see him act a little bit more confidently and get a little bit more concrete info. Now, obviously, this isn't the best lobby in the world, right? It's pretty obvious that he's a better player in this lobby. We got to capitalize on this, guys. These are the lobbies where, like, hey, we got to recognize that. We got to capitalize on it. And this is the lobby where we break our PR. This is the lobby where we really increase our KD, right? These are the ones that we have to take advantage of and recognize early that we're the better player. Challenge around the corner. Really good job right there. And we're at 18 here in the third circle. So this is 30 pace now, by the way. We talk about 6 kills in the third, 6 kills in endgame. That would actually put him at 30 kills. And he has really good momentum. Good. Maybe specialist. You're going to go advanced UAV. Guys, I love an advanced UAV because it's live. You can clearly see. No, challenge left first. Challenge left first. Challenge left. Left is literally in a great position. Maybe he's above. No, yeah, he just completely missed that guy. He's so hyper-focused on one kill here. Go leave that guy. That guy dropped down below. And the other thing that I noticed is all these people over here. But go challenge this guy real quick and then worry about the guy that's down below. This guy to your left is in a really bad spot for you because he can absolutely fry you. Which is exactly what happens. Did I finish my call? I have 1 sip left. That is highly unfortunate. Now, this guy does have to push to you. But, man, would have been great if we had... Good. And that guy killed your teammate. Yeah, I would have pushed left there, taking that easier kill. Mid-range, he does struggle a little bit. So that kind of... Well, this is probably... I think this is pre them adjusting the visual recoil. So keep that in mind, guys. Mid and long range fights just got easier because they actually buffed visual recoil. They removed some visual recoil from the game. So the XM4 doesn't have as much, your SMGs don't have as much, your GPR doesn't have as much, making it much easier to actually hit shots and see where you're shooting. Really good job hip firing right here. Watch. Hip firing to get that first shot, especially in close quarters. Ready? Kind of gets caught off guard, right? Boom, just commits to the hip fire. This enemy's already broken before Game Boy Color has taken any damage. Now at this point, we just got to finish it off. And he kind of commits to that hip fire really well there. Flying in. Jump. I mean, yeah. He looks really good close mid-range. It's that long-range tracking that he struggles with. How do we work on that? We just focus on being precise with that right stick. Same practice video at the end, guys, and I talk about how I don't work on my long-range aim at all. I just really focus on how to make micro adjustments with the right stick, at which point I feel that I can do that at mid and long range as well, because it's about having control over that right stick, not about adjusting for recoil. I always use this as an example. Pro players don't memorize recoil patterns. They just really understand how to use that right stick and kind of manipulate it and make the micro adjustments that they need to be able to hit shots with any gun. Yeah, they're going advanced again. I like a good advanced UAV. 100%. I mean, it's a huge advantage. I don't know how they stack, though. That's my only thing. I should probably do some testing into that. So biggest two things I see here, guys. When we start talking about endgame, we slow down, we play more strategic, we play positioning. So I see two things. First thing I see here, actually I see three things. Number one, you cannot stay up top hill here. Okay, so you cannot, if you go into this building at headquarters, think about where circle is right now. This circle is kind of on the walkway or on the hill right below headquarters building. You're going to be completely out in the open, okay? So we can't kind of push up this hill. Number two that I notice is this team out of circle, and number three that I notice is this team out of circle. All really good options to go get some kills here. By the way, we talk about when we dropping a 20-kill game, 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 6 in the third, 6 in end game. Right now, he only needs 7 in the end game to drop a 30. So, and a very healthy lobby. There's 20 people left with buy stations in zone. So he's in a great spot here to drop 30. Nice. Good job. Still have to get into zone here. Don't rotate this late. If you rotate this late, you're going to be in a really bad spot. And he does have smoke grenades, so use those. Guys, if you're going to run smokes over stims, you got to use your smokes, right? He has them. When we talk about using smokes, use them preemptively. Don't use them. Yeah, we can use them in a desperate situation where we're getting shot and we've got to really like finesse and break lines of sight. Yeah, great time to use smokes. But use them preemptively when we're rotating here and we're rotating into a full team of 4. Right? We know that there's people here. We know that there's people left. Like, use your smoke preemptively here if you're going to run smokes over stims. I like stims better, but I understand why people still run smokes. Anticipate up top here. Wow, they have a trophy system, of course. And it's just down to, because they rotated late, there's only 2 of them left. 2 of teammates died. One guy up top. Yeah, guys, the moment you see this guy jump, if you're going to pop the advanced UAV, use the information to your advantage. Watch. Just watch minimap. Don't watch anything on the screen, okay? Got people all around us here. Watch it right here. There's all of a sudden, we just went from a 1v3 situation in Big Living to a 1v1 situation. So now go take your 1v1. Do the same exact thing you just did. Anticipate up top. Go take that kill inside of Big Living here and take that building. Because you know it's only one. This is the advantage of popping an advanced UAV. But good. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's fine. Even though we take all of that damage there, it doesn't matter because we pushed the 1v1. One guy on buy station too. Just be patient here. He's last. 5 teams left. He needs 4 kills. No. He tried to be a good teammate. What would you do in this situation if you made it this far? Would you go for the buyback or would you play selfish? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would play selfish here. Not because I think I'm the best player of all time. Not because I don't care about my teammates. Because when I look at this, I know that, first of all, 3 things. Number 1, there's an enemy on the buy station. Number 2, when we have an advanced UAV, see how this arrow is pointing, looking at the buy? When you have an advanced UAV up, the direction of the arrow is where the enemy is looking and where he's moving. So you can see this guy's clearly looking at buy station here. But the biggest thing, in my opinion, is this right here, guys. This circle rotation is brutal. I mean, you're going to have to go out, buy back, and then push this way. I would be really tempted, at least for me, to say, not even from a I'm on 26 and I only need 4 kills for the 30. I would look at this and say, I don't think there's any way I get this buyback off and survive. Like, this is, and by the way, actually, here's a bigger thing that I'll teach you guys. He is going to this buy station, putting himself in a really bad spot for 1 buyback. right? He can only afford one of his teammates. So essentially, even if he, okay, so best case scenario, he gets the buyback off, he buys one of his teammates back, and now they have 2 guys. Worst case scenario, he doesn't get any buyback off. Scenario in the middle is he gets the buyback off, he dies doing it, and now all of a sudden, he has loadout, he has perks, he has lethals, tacticals, and he sacrificed himself for a guy who's flying in with a generic gun. It's just not worth it. So in this case, guys, I probably would have been like, sorry, guys, I can't get you here. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.